Well, first hardcore show that I ever saw was, I think it was 2005 or 2004 when an Australian band called Yidcore, to spell Y-I-D, they came to Israel and they are this band that just makes like old Jewish songs and they make them pretty like insane punk rock. And that was the first show I've saw, and you know, ever since then it's just changed. It's still one of the best shows that I will ever remember. I want to say CB's, but I've never been there, so. But yeah, we had a lot of clubs back where I lived. It's a city called Kfar Saba, and we used to have a smaller brand of a famous, bigger club in Tel Aviv. We used to have that in our town, and that Yidcore show was there, and like everyone could play there. That was like the only place you could play. So it was called Barbie Kfar Saba, and you know, now it's gone, and like it changed the city ever since it's just gone. Like last bands, last creation. So many things come to mind, but the Ramones definitely is my ultimate choice. I've seen Marky Ramone played here in 2005 or 2000. I don't remember what was the year. It was a little bit after Johnny passed away, so they did the Marky Ramone tour and they got their show here. It was so amazing. I've sat with Marky. I came here like 6 hours before the show, like, you know, one of those fanboys, and he sat with us, and it was, man, it was so special. This is the band that I would really want to see, you know. If the time machine comes, that's the show. There are a few greatest shows. One of them gotta be the Biohazard concert in Tel Aviv in 2014 that they just wrecked the entire Barbie Club. It was beyond every experience. And I have to say that a recent show that I've saw was just, I can't stop thinking about it. When Turnstile played here last year, that was, everyone went bananas, you know. It was fucking crazy and such a good energy. Unforgettable night. Well, as a vocalist, I think the one who inspired me the most, probably Jamie Jasta and Lou Collar, that both of them considered singing and frontman style and like show-wise. I always looked at them, and I've seen like Sick of It All, and I've seen Hatebreed like 4 times, and every time I go there I feel like, you know, I need to bring a notebook besides the pit and everything. I look at them and I'm so inspired. And of course, you know, it's a long list. It's Freddie Madball. I think also, you know, I think that HR. I listened to Bad Brains when I was 15, and that brings me something back. With all of these people, of course, the one and only Zach De La Roca from Rage Against the Machine, he's a prophet. I'll ignore the obvious challenges of like working in the day job and playing in the evening. That's like, I guess everyone in the world who's playing hardcore and punk has that. But I think that as Israelis, we have 2 big conflicts. That one, our scene is not dead for sure. But when I was younger, the scene was more across the country. You could perform in the cities in the north, you could perform in Tel Aviv, you can perform in my town, and you can go south, or even to Jerusalem. And now it feels like most of the things are happening in Tel Aviv for now. Some of the things happening in Haifa, which is still alive, and there are a lot of shows there. But I feel like, you know, you can't, for example, you can't tour in your own country. So you need to pull out a show and maybe wait another month just to make the other night relevant, because people wouldn't come to different cities to see you, unfortunately. It's such a tiny country, and everyone goes where the better club is at, or where it's more comfortable to get to. Now that is the first thing. And the second one is that it's really hard for us as Israeli to tour, because, you know, unfortunately, because of politics and whatever, I cannot go and play in Egypt, I cannot go and play in Jordan, or Syria, or Lebanon, or whenever. And I know there are definitely cool people and cool bands in this place, and crazy scenes. But it's a closed border country, so the only thing we can do is to play abroad. And then, you know, a lot of promoters are kind of afraid to, if I want to book these band a show, I need to fly them, I need to get their luggage, I need to book a venue. So they have a lot of expense just from a band that, you know, they have cheaper options back at home. The cooler bands, the bigger bands are in Europe all the time. It's easier from them, we'll pull from Austria to Germany with the van, no problem only few. So for us, it's really need to be planned well. How and when are we getting out of the country for a quick row of shows? And that's unfortunate. I think that's the real struggle. Yeah, a lot. Well, first I have to say, like, my Israeli mates here, they have sick bands. You should check out, they're not new, but they're around, and they're around Europe. I don't know if you know them or not, but this is a good band to watch their show. They're called Kids Insane. They're wild. It's fucking crazy. And another band I said before, it's Dust, which is damn good. And they have their vocalists have a Hebrew band, which is a little bit different, but it's damn hardcore and punk at the same time. They called Fakta.
Best hummus in Tel Aviv.
Oh, don't ask that. You get me into like deep corners now.
No, you got this because best pizza in New York. We got to do best hummus in Tel Aviv.
All right, so I have to give you two answers so I wouldn't get stoned the moment that we finish this interview. So the obvious answer that I gotta go with is a place in Jaffa that is called Abu Hassan. And man, that is like the best food that you can get. You eat one dish and you just want another 5. At the same moment you finish this, you want to eat more. So Abu Hassan definitely takes the first place. And the second one, many people might like not agree with me, but honestly I don't give a shit. It's a great place and they got awesome food. It's Abu Dhabi in Tel Aviv. It's a hummus place. It's a vegan shop also. It's like they make everything vegan, and it's a place that is based on like dub and reggae culture. So it's a really cool place. They even used to like release record labels for recording artists in the time and serve them hummus. Like, you know, they're like brothers. This place, definitely. First, always go out to live shows. Don't watch shows from YouTube and think, oh, this band sounds like this. This is how a show looks like. Go out and like socialize and meet other people. And the second one is just create with no other motives than just exploring creation itself. Create together, bring interesting topics to discuss. Like, you know, there's always like raging people that have something to rage about and explain it really well, not specifically in words, but with music. So always create, and always go to live shows. No, man, never. It will never be. I got to listen to hardcore when I was 15 and people would say, yo, this band Agnostic Front is from '84. And I saw Agnostic Front last year and man, it was more exciting than thinking of the chance that I might will see them in like 10 years from that day. So definitely hardcore is not that. And I think from looking at outside of the States, it looks like it's only getting bigger and bigger.